115 achievements. That's how many achievements there are in Terraria. Some as simple as crafting your first workbench, and others make you want to smash your face in your desk. But one stands above them all: Supreme Helper Minion. This achievement requires you to complete 200 fishing quests that can easily take over 40 hours. And of course, this will all be done on master mode, just for that extra punch in the face. So this is how I 100%ed Terraria. Before getting to any of that, we have to make our character. This will be the start of the new 100% run. So I'm gonna name our character here, 100% Andy. Now that we had a name, we needed a face. There we go. Great. New world, 100%. Submit. We'll do small. Obviously, we're going to go master mode. Move it up to random for the corruption of correct image. Create. With a name, character, and world, we were finally in. We are in. It's our guy, Kevin. Hello, Kevin. We're talking to the 100% guy. Kevin aside, it was time for the first achievement. And our first achievement, just like that. I then spent a little time collecting some wood. Now that I had a little bit of wood, I decided to explore to the left side of the world for a cave to get ores. Unfortunately, all I found was a desert with some cactus. While in the desert, I encountered my first enemy, the vulture. The first real battle is here. It's a vulture. Wow, this sounds awful. I kept pushing to the left where I quickly encountered the corruption that took over the desert. Oh, we got corruption. Okay. Oh no. Get away. Get away. Two vultures, no. Trying to escape the foes, I plunged into the pond. This wasn't looking good. Oh, dude, I'm totally gonna die here. Stay away from me. I need air, I'm gonna die. I'm dying. I had died, but I learned some valuable information. The location of the corruption. We'll explore the other way. As you heard, I decided to explore the right side of the map, as the left side was a no-go right now. Surrounded by desert, no early game cave. I was surrounded by desert, and to make matters worse, the jungle was right next to it. I was essentially boxed in on both sides. They really do not want me to have an earlier start. Wow. Finally found something of loot. Jeez. Is that freaking gnome, dude? No. Why is there a gnome? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, no. I got killed by a gnome. After recovering from that gnoming, I went back to the jungle to try to get any ores. Oh, I didn't even know that was an achievement. Perfect. My safe haven. Boom. Another achievement, just like that. The jungle was providing a few achievements and loot that I needed a lot, but that didn't last long. Will not have. Oh, what? What? That eye hit a little jig on me, man. I decided to take a step back and actually build a house. There we go. Now with a little starter house down, I decided it was time to make some armor. Right, let's make our first armor. Cactus armor. Not enough for the sword. Oh, matching attire. There we go. Also have enough for an anvil, which is an achievement. With the basic start down, the jungle was my best option for better gear. Not the best use of rope, but it's fine. Wow, he just showed me who was boss, dude. Jeez. Even with cactus armor, I still wasn't strong enough to go into the jungle, so I decided to go down. Perfect. Oh my gosh, the gold chest already. There we go. I am loot. Oh, Hermit boots. Magic me. I guess that's cool. As I kept pushing down, I found my first heart crystal. Here we go. This is perfect. Boom. But of course that wasn't enough, and I died soon after. Oh, stupid undead miner. It's fine. Sweet. Gotta enter an era of making for a hook it is, and that will be boom, another one. Oh, I can get one right after that. This. Boom. Easy. Even though I did die on that mining trip, I was able to get a ton of platinum and get a pickaxe upgrade. And keeping on track with getting upgrades, I upgraded a few pieces of armor as well. With these new pieces of armor and upgrades, I ventured deeper into the mines where I found a couple more heart crystals. Heart crystals, use them. There we go. Yes, perfect. Hermes boots. Being so close to the desert, I quickly found the underground desert and tried looting it, but that ended how you expected. Get out of here. When I respawned, I found a really lucky find though, Abigail's flower. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep Abigail's style on us. That's a really good summon weapon early game. Oh, right in his face. I needed some NPCs to start moving in, so I decided to start working on some NPC housing. Now with some NPC housing down, I just had to wait a little bit for them to move in. Unfortunately, it did not take long for them to move in. Oh, would you look at that? There we go. Shop. Okay. With the merchant moved in, I bought the essentials, a bug net, a piggy bank, and some torches. As always, let's go to the jungle and get ourselves a yo-yo. As you heard, I was trying to get the best pre-hard mode yo-yo, the Amazon. And for that yo-yo, I would need vines, stingers, and jungle spores. Hello, vine. There we go. Demolinish. Demoliminish. Jeez. Demoliminate. Oh my gosh. I give up. Summon kind or something. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Misclick. After that string of misfortunate events, I kept pushing forward, getting vines and chest. Fiberglass. Hello. Never seen you before. Also making sure to get any achievements that I could. With that mining trip coming to an end, I found a healthy amount of platinum. And with said platinum, I crafted a few upgrades. Platinum, bro. And by this time, enough villagers had moved in that I could buy the forest pylon. It wouldn't be useful yet, but later on, it would come in really handy. Just throw that right there. Now we're gonna go take a bit of an adventure into a dark zone, if you will. Of course, the dark zone being the corruption. My goal here was to get a musket so that way the arms dealer would move in. And the way you get a musket is going down into the corruption and breaking these orbs that have a chance of spawning it. See what we get. There we go. Luckily enough, I only had to break one orb to get it, so I didn't have to stay here any longer. My next destination would be the snow biome, as I wanted to collect these ice blocks for ice arrows, as they're some of the best arrows early game. Once again, it didn't take too long to get those ice blocks, so I kept pushing to the right where I found the dungeon, which isn't useful right now, but later on it would be very important. Coming up onto the beach now, I found one of the most important NPCs in the entire game. And there's our guy. Guy we're going to be talking to quite a bit. A very important little child. The angler. Like I said in the intro, I would have to do 200 angler quests, which will take a while, but it wouldn't be too bad if I did them every single day cycle as I'm playing. When I got back to base, the zoologist had moved in and I bought the cat license. I also expanded the NPC housing. As night approached, I saw a message in chat. This means that the Eye of Cthulhu is going to spawn in that night. I rushed to make an arena, but it wasn't the best. Mid building the arena, he spawned in. I would love to tell you I beat him, but I died. Wow, dude. Wanted to chill after that. I decided to just fish. It's gonna be my first quest ever done. It's gonna be an achievement. Nice. I had forgotten to craft it, but I did get enough resources to craft the Amazon. Unpleasant as well. It's a decent reforge. I also had the first traveling merchant show up, but I had to sell some stuff to get money to buy the DPS meter and the lifeform analyzer. And with that cat license I bought earlier, the cat finally showed up and we could get an achievement from it. Yeah. Then more fishing. Hello. Continuing on the fishing streak, I needed to make an underground fishing pond to catch certain fish for the angler quest. With the new underground pond, it did not take long to get the fish I needed. When I teleported home, the Eye of Cthulhu was spawning in this night as well, but this time I did hold my own. I just didn't have enough time in the night to kill him. In the morning, I continued the elevator and pushed it all the way down to hell. Once again that night, the Eye of Cthulhu spawned in, and I tried my best, but I ended up dying. Oh, dude, I'm not locked at all, man. I was a bit rusty at this, so I needed more of a power boost, so I decided to go to space for that. Oh, there we go. Forgot that was an achievement. The only thing of real note here was the horseshoe, which allows you to take no fall damage early game, which is really nice to have. Right after that though, I decided to do some more fishing, and I needed to make another pond instead of a mushroom biome. I made sure to make a little box around it so I wouldn't be bothered by the natural spawning enemies, and got to fishing. But that's too boring. Here's me building a house inside of the desert for the nurse and arms dealer to move in, as it gives you perfect friendship. With the house done, I moved in the arms dealer and nurse. I then headed over there and talked to the arms dealer to get the achievement. There we go. This is max friendship. I also got a pet for completing an angular quest, which gave me another achievement. There we go. I also made sure to go over the desert to buy the desert pylon, so that way I could get the network started. We have a pylon network. And I would make sure to sell any of my sellables over at the arms dealer because they would give me max value for it, as they had max friendship. I was now very close to being comfortable enough to fight Eye of Cthulhu, but I just needed a little bit more. Whoa. I would make sure to collect any ores that I found along the way, but prioritizing lead and platinum above all else. Oh. I did get a really lucky find. I found a summon for the Iakaluthu so I could play on my timing instead of his. I made sure to collect as many life crystals as I could before the fight, but something more important came up. I opened this glowing mushroom chest and found my outfit for the rest of the playthrough, the mushroom gear. With the platinum I had collected, I went ahead and crafted the bars, and I was able to craft the helmet, giving me full platinum gear. I grabbed what potions I could get, and I was ready for the fight. A full platinum armor. We should be doing a lot better. With the Iakaluthu summoned in, I would love to say that I had a hard time on this fight, but with all my preparations, he was really easy. It did not take long for him to get to his second phase with the amount of damage I was pumping out. The only thing I really needed to watch out for was his super dashes. And with all that in mind, he went down in no time. Let's go. That was free. I was locked in, I'm not gonna lie. First boss down, Iakaluthu. Trophy is down. Yeah, first of many. Let's open our goodies. First things first, that will make the fights just insanely easy. Then we have Demonite bars now. It's awesome. That went a little fast, but I got a ton of upgrades. I got the Iakaluthu shield, which allowed me to have an early game dash, and Demonite bars. The day after the boss was defeated, I was heading to the corruption when the Goblins started invading from the east. At this point, they weren't much of a challenge, and it only took a little bit of time and a few deaths to defeat them. I'm dead. With the Goblin army now defeated, I could find the Goblin Tinkerer. Good run, man. Go! Goblin army defeated. I made it my first priority to find the Goblin Tinkerer, which did not take too long. Oh my gosh, I found him. It's been a minute, but it's fine. Dude, I can't believe we found them. That's so good. Because boom, then boom. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. We got the Goblin Tinkerer up here now, dude. It's so nice. We get the option to reforge now. The real thing, my favorite thing, we're just gonna throw it right here. We go in right into here, take out these. You can craft Spectre boots. Now, I didn't really explain what that table was, but it's a Tinkerer's workshop that allows me to combine accessories to free up slots. While fishing, I fished up the rarest item, the golden carp. Also, from here on out, I won't be mentioning too much fishing, as there was a lot of it done in the background. While grabbing a few buff potions to fight the Iakaluthu again, the blood moon started rising. Unfortunately, though, this gave me absolutely nothing besides a headache and a waste of time. At least it gave me its achievement, though. It also provided another achievement, so maybe it wasn't that bad. I was also able to get the golden bug net, which is really nice to have this early on. I think our next move is probably going to be to fight another Wait a minute. What's all this mining I'm hearing down here? Who is this guy? Hey.
Yeah, hello?
Who are you, pal?
Who are you? Who are you?
What? You're mining in my cave? I built my house on top of this.
Dude, I've been in these caves for a grip. Like, I didn't know anybody was here. Dude, I've been lost, bro. I've been lost. I was in this place called, like, Stardew Valley?
Stardew Valley was recorded over, like, 3 months ago. What do you mean? Speaking of Stardew Valley, you should totally go check it out, along with the other videos on my channel. And while you're there, you should 100% drop a sub. Only if you like my content, though. Okay, back to the video.
Dude, like I said, bro, me and my friends were in Stardew Valley. We were supposed to hang out and I think record and 100%. And I got lost in the mines, and now I'm here. I've been down here for a while. I don't know how long.
You know, I could use the help 100%ing this game. What do you say you help me out?
I mean, I guess sure. Clearly I'm here.
Well, looks like we're a duo now. That's right. I kind of lied to you a little bit. It was me and my friend who 100%ed Terraria. And I kid you not even 5 minutes after joining, he does this.
The dirtiest block? Excuse me?
You just pulled the dirtiest block? Before we could kill the Eater of Worlds, I had to get him caught up to where I was at, so the Iakaluthu had to die again. Here's a random achievement. But there was a reason why I was in the jungle. I was looking for a staff of regrowth, which I found pretty early on. It took a little bit of time, but I was able to get 10 fishing quests done. There's 10 fishing quests. While looking for more heart crystals for my friend, we found a nymph, which is a really easy achievement to get. The achievement as well?
Yep.
What?
Can we get the goblin killed for reasons? I'm not saying his name. Hey, can you go to reforge your gear?
Once the Gurk situation was over, I decided it was time to start building the Eater of Worlds arena. Now that the arena is done, we can start trying to fight the Eater of Worlds. All I had to do was go down and break the last orb. 3, 2, 1.
Is it about to be daytime now too?
Yeah. Once again, though, we kind of over-prepared for this fight, so it was really easy.
Oh my.
And after that beating, it did not take long for the worm to fall. Boom, baby.
I
Done.
have no health.
With the worm defeated, I got access to a whole host of new items. Reduces damage by 17%. It's just so crazy good. And part of those items was a new set of armor. Of course, that armor being the Shadow set. After that, I once again took to the stars to try to find more Sky Islands for loot. Luckily enough, I was able to find a Star Fury in a chest, which is a pretty decent weapon early on, and a nice red shiny balloon. Taking a step back for a second, I made the Axe of Regrowth from the Staff of Regrowth that I picked up earlier. I of course had to go test it out by chopping a ton of wood. Also with the Axe of Regrowth, potions were now really viable to start using, so I made a little bit of a farm for them. Now with the farm down, getting potions would be super easy from here on out. Since I was also so close to maxing out my health, I went ahead and did that real quick. With the Demonite pickaxe in hand, I grabbed an obsidian skin and went to mine hellstone. There's really not much to say here, it was just a lot of hellstone mining. Before I left, I also made sure to grab a hellforge. Once I got back to base, I went ahead and crafted a few hellstone bars. And with those, I obviously crafted a hellstone pickaxe, getting me achievement and some of the armor. We also needed a few more NPCs to start moving in, so I expanded the housing. But of course, in the middle of that, I got distracted and killed a pinky for an achievement. Oh, did you get an achievement? Slimes were also falling from the sky right now, and we killed enough for King Slime to spawn in, so we went ahead and killed him real quick. Of course, this was more of a massacre than it was a fight. I wanted to start using ranged weapons more, so I bought the mini shark, which also got me an achievement. Feeling a bit more powerful now, I went to the underground desert to get some chisels, which I found back to back.
Really giving these out for free, huh?
Of course, while being there, I made sure to loot around and find a few bass statues.
Ooh, actually, it's awesome.
Feeling really powerful now, we built the Skeletron arena.
Yeah.
But then I remembered that I had to actually build the NPC housings that I forgot to do earlier.
Truck.
Nonetheless, though, it was time to fight Skeletron. Unfortunately, though, our egos got a little ahead of us and we met our match.
What was that?
I decided I wanted to full spec into Ranger, but that wouldn't be the final class that I play in this playthrough. With that though, I had to change out my armor for fossil armor, which wasn't too hard to get. I just had to mine fossils inside of the desert. With enough sturdy fossils that I got from the fossils, I made the armor.
That's just enough to craft what I need.
We then went to rematch Skeletron. This time around it went a lot better. With my new Ranger armor, I made quick work of both of his hands. With both hands gone, he was super easy to kill. This is it. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, good job, soldier. You held on in the end.
Dude.
I of course opened his bag, and as always, it had nothing good inside of it. Every time, it's always bad. The real loot, though, was inside of the dungeon, which we now had access to.
Ooh, alchemy table.
Dude, holy crap. I just dropped 16 gold.
No.
Weird sounds aside, I was able to start unlocking a few gold chests. Oh my god, Mirror Massa and Shadow Key off the first chest. After getting basically what I needed in one chest, I went ahead and crafted a new set of armor.
1,000 copper.
Oh, it's fine. Dude,
While I looted Sky Islands, I found a pair of fledgling wings that I forgot to put on for a quick achievement.
boom. Easy achievement.
With all the key items in place, I began to collect a few swords for a special item.
Boom. The Knight's Edge. Boom. I would need the sword for later on, but good to have.
If I wanted to 100% this game though, I did have to make a secondary world that was Crimson to get a few of missing achievements. Now all this world was for was to farm missing items. One of those items being the Aglet of Wind, as I didn't find one in my jungle, and the Aglet of Wind, and the magic conch. Back on the main world though, I was able to find the mechanic, which is a nice pool. There are a few easy achievements tied to the shimmer, so I went ahead and found it. All you had to do to find it was go in from the beach on the jungle side and go in by a little bit and dig down, and you would find it in no time. Now the shimmer worked in a really cool way. You just toss in these items and they would come back out different and give you permanent upgrades. Also while fishing, I was able to pull up an ocean crate, which gave me a missing pair of boots that I needed.
Oh, I got him.
I had remembered I pulled a shadow key on my first gold chest that I opened, so I went around opening them up in the underworld. Going back down into the underworld, it was time to start working on the long highway for the Wall of Flesh.
think the platforms are big enough.
But before we went to fight the wall of flesh, we had to fight the queen bee.
Queen bee's down. I asked for that because that's an achievement.
Yeah, the queen bee's not that hard. This was also around the time when I switched over to summons, as I think it's a way more enjoyable class to play as. We were now ready to fight the wall of flesh. We started heading down.
About to get into hard mode. You already know I'm about to in the hard mode. My bow, he fell to the gravity because somehow.
Once that beautiful rap song was over, it was time to summon in the wall.
Alright, we're starting.
Now, unfortunately, this run ended with death, but we got really close, so it was definitely possible.
Yeah, such.
We went right back to try again. Of course, it ended in the same way, though.
Oh my god, I hit a grove!
I changed up the strategy a little bit and used a piercing bow that I found in the obsidian chest, which changed the whole fight. We went back down to hell, and I got ready to throw in the final guide voodoo doll. Let's do this one last time. Now, the plan here was to use the Knight's Edge to take out all these hungries so that we could do good damage to the actual wall itself, but my bow had piercing, so it was already hitting into it, doing a massive amount of damage.
Yeah, pal. I have piercing on my side. This guy has no idea what's happening to him, bro. He's like, how am I getting hit? He doesn't even know. I've activated my Sharingan. I'm so locked. Wait, I'm literally maxed out though. Oh! Oh, it's under the wire. Come on. Oh! 25 HP. Oh my gosh.
We had done it. We had killed the wall of flesh, entering into hard mode.
I just upgraded from a wooden hammer to the pawn hammer. It's crazy.
Of course, now that we were in hard mode, the first thing to do was break a ton of demon altars.
Yep. The wraith are gonna start spawning. Oh my gosh, they're already spawning. Oh no. Oh! Wait. Lydium.
Now that went by really fast, but our world was blessed with 3 types of metal: palladium, orichalcum, and titanium. Now the progression through this metal is not the best. I went around basically mining a bunch of palladium, made the pickaxe, mined a bunch of orichalcum, made the orichalcum pickaxe, and then mined titanium, making the titanium pickaxe. But while mining all that metal, I decided to farm up some black recluses for their teeth, as that was my upgrade path in the summoner class. There were a few upgrades along the way, like the orichalcum anvil that allowed us to craft hard mode items. I was also able to craft my wolf spider armor, which was a nice upgrade.
Spider staff.
Now with the orichalcum in hand, I could start mining the titanium, and I would be mining a lot of it. Obviously, I wasn't going to show all of it, but it was time to craft the titanium forge, which would allow us to smelt the ore.
That's a big upgrade for ever. Make some titanium bars.
I grossly underestimated how much titanium I needed, so I had to mine a little bit more. I was able to make full titanium armor for my friend who needed it. I'm not really sure where this achievement came from, but I got it nonetheless. We then killed King Slime for a little bit, as we needed to farm some money for reforges. I then started farming for the magma stone that drops in the baths, as I would need them for Terra Spark boots. While farming for it though, I heard some alarming news from my friend.
Closer to spawn. Like a lot closer.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh. Oh, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's like getting close to where, like, if we're in the spawn house, we'll be getting hollowed creature.
This was an issue we'd have to tackle immediately, because if we didn't leave it untreated, it would infect our entire land. Now the best way to do this is make a big hole around the land you want purified. Once that problem was solved, I made a little bit of a snow outpost. We were now basically at the point where we need to be to fight the mech bosses, but we wanted some wings, and the best way to do that is to go up all the way to space and start killing a bunch of wyverns.
Dude, I love when, like, I can't play Terraria.
Once I farmed up enough souls, I was going to farm a ton of pixies for both me and my friend, so we can get pixie dust to make pixie wings. I also got revenge on the gnome, turning him into stone. Boom, bear wings. Boom!
Okay.
Hello, Skeleton.
There we go.
Before the mech bosses though, we wanted to try our hand at killing Queen Slime, so I got to building her arena. With the arena now done, it was time to fight Queen Slime. We died.
Dead.
With a few minor tweaks to the arena, like adding a background for my spiders to actually walk on, I would retry my hand at fighting Queen Slime, but I had to get a summon first. And with the summon I had just found, I spawned in Queen Slime, and it didn't go too bad.
Okay. I took a really unfortunate, like, 4 or 5 hits there at the start. but that went a lot better now that I have the thing down there that they can stand on. With a few more tweaks like adding a heart statue, it was time to beat Queen Slime. Now, at first, she's really similar to King Slime, but the little slimes she produces are way more deadly this time around. Nonetheless, though, I was still doing really good damage, and my minions were killing most of the slime she spawned, so it was just me versus her. And in no time, she fell. Wait, I'm so about to kill her. Wait, this was so easy. Wait, that was so easy, no? Give me my weapon. Let's go! I got it! I got it. I don't care that it's battery forged. I got it. Right after this, I decided to kill Brandon Kaluthu with the weapon I had just gotten. And naturally, it was a breeze. And keeping on the trend with boss rushes, I killed deer clops as well. See, that wasn't too bad. And then I got a few more achievements that were really simple to get. I wanted to get one more essential upgrade before we fought the mechanical bosses, the Terraspark boots. It happens quite fast, but from this bat right here, I was able to get it. And with that stone, I could shimmer it into the lava charm that I needed.
I'm adding you to add you.
Lava
I don't
charm.
want...
In theory, if I take off these boots, we have everything we need. Craft, molten charm, lava wanderers, Terraspark boots. Boom. Now you might be wondering why the achievement didn't pop up, and I want to talk about that just for a second. I accidentally logged on to my other account that had Terraspark boots, giving me the achievement. I didn't mean to, simple mistake, but these things happen. I got a jungle key.
Bruh.
After all these upgrades and all this time, it was finally time to fight the mech bosses. Alright, it's night time. Drink your buffs. You drink?
Yep.
Twins. Wow, they are on you.
Whoa.
Now, because of all these preparations that we did, once again, the mech bosses were super easy. I made sure to target the green-eyed one first, as it does the most amount of damage. It happens off camera, but we did so much damage to the green one that he transformed into his second phase. So much damage, man! But we kept up the pressure on top of that green one, and in no time, he fell. First one's done. After that, it was a cakewalk, because the second one is not powerful at all, and he went down in no time. Oh, dude, you guys died at the same time. Hey, but that's the twins down, though. That's the twins down. We're not wasting any time, as it's the Destroyer next. There honestly isn't much to say about this boss. He's just a bullet sponge, and he went down really easily. That overpowered this class is. Once again, no time in between, Skeletron Prime.
Oh my goodness.
In this boss fight, it's a little bit more hard as he has 4 arms that are constantly doing different actions. Oh, that hurts so much. I just tried my hardest to target specific hands so that way I wasn't wasting damage. And with that in mind, it didn't take too long to break all of his hands, just leaving his head left. Just his head. Just like in the Skeletron fight, when it's just a head left, it's super easy and it went down super fast. Let's go. Oof. I was also able to craft the full hollowed set, including the pickaxe, which is nice. Right after the mechs being defeated, chlorophyte would start spawning in the jungle, and I would need to mine a ton of it for chlorophyte bullets. With a lot of bars collected, I went ahead and crafted all the chlorophyte up, and I also made armor for my friend, as it was his upgrade. I'm also going to be waiting until I have 20 heart fruit, as those started spawning as well, so that way I could do it all at once, so it's really satisfying. In the background, I was also collecting everything to craft the Ankh charm, to just unlock the Unshield. Before fighting Plantera, I decided to make a jungle house, so that way getting over here was a lot easier.
I was carrying yesterday when it was working fine. Nothing new. Like, I'm literally put down to like a third of it.
Once the house was made, we started working on the Plantera arena. It was then time to fight Plantera. It went exactly how you thought, and we got absolutely massacred. 400. I didn't have my fruit. Really, the only upgrades I could get at this time was reforging and max life with life fruits. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. With max life, we both got confident and tried fighting Plantera again, and we both died. Dude, why do they hit for 163? I then tried to reforge my stuff, but the Goblin Tinker robbed me of everything. Nonetheless, though, we tried fighting Plantera one more time. She spawned in the worst place ever.
Did you spawn in the way?
Yeah. Plantera's first phase isn't bad at all, as she's really docile and only shoots little projectiles, and with my friend having flesh knuckles, she was always targeted on him, so I could just stand up and shoot from above. The real problem arose whenever she broke out of that shell, as she got super fast and super aggressive. But with us taking our time and dodging these perfectly and killing her little hungries that she spawned, she went down in no time. Oh wait, she's free. There we go, that's Plantera down. Luckily enough, I was able to get the summon that I needed first try. While we were down there, we also decided to clear out the dungeon to try and fight Golem.
Right there in front of the door.
We made sure to have danger sense when coming in here so we could break all the traps. I dropped it, I'm so sorry. Disregarding that little mishap, we made it to a summoning room. We were really only trying to test where we were at, and what ended up happening is proving why Golem is the worst boss in the game.
Oh, bro, dropped on my forehead.
He was literally just a bullet sponge and died so quick it's not even funny. I hate this boss fight. Wow, Golem is so dumb.
Literally as I respawned. Boom.
Golem is so dumb, dude. With Golem defeated, we were getting really close to being done with the game, but not 100%. We then took a little bit of time to upgrade our gear and hunt for achievements. And while I was building a floating mushroom island, a solar eclipse happened. The main thing we were looking for from this event was just a broken hero sword, but everything else is nice too. Oh, I got it. Broken hero sword.
So with Golem now being, or Plantera now being defeated, kind of dead and both at the same time, the dungeon has been changed. Let's go check that out.
As you heard, the dungeon had went through a little bit of a change because Plantera was defeated. Of course, that change being it just got so much harder. But the main thing I wanted to farm from here was ectoplasm, so I could summon in the pumpkin moon, as it's one of the best events for summoner.
Oh.
Oh, I got the golden fishing rod. With the ectoplasm that I farmed and a few other items, I was able to craft the pumpkin medallion to summon the pumpkin moon. I didn't get the clip of it happening, but I actually summoned in the Martian invasion. And can I just say how much I hate this event? It is so bad for when it happens. Mystic Frog, where at? Oh my gosh. Yes, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. Also around this time, the pirate invasion happened, and this event just kind of sucks always. Yeah, I did get it too. It was now time to use those pumpkin medallions that I crafted earlier. My main goal was to get as much spooky wood as I can from these morning woods. Unfortunately, this arena was built right on top of the dungeon, so I accidentally summoned in the lunatic cultist. The everything arena. We wanted to try our hand at fighting Duke Fishron before Lunatic Cultist, as the wings from Duke Fishron are really good. Yeah, I got one. Of course, before we could fight him, I had to build yet again another arena. That didn't take too long though, and it was time to summon him in. Why am I nervous? I was nervous because I suck and we died. We decided we wanted to stick to a boss that we could easily kill, Golem. We were really killing Golem because I wanted to reforge a bunch of my gear, but this goblin is a thief. We then flattened out a little bit of an area to try the old one's army, and I love this event so much. It's so well crafted and made. Of course, that doesn't mean we got any better at the game, and we ended up dying, losing the event. And to make matters worse, I never actually got the footage of us beating this event. Doesn't matter though, because it was time to fight Lunatic Cultist, to spawn in the pillars, then to spawn in Moonlord. I hit already. Oh no. Now his boss fight gimmick is really easy if you shoot the right one whenever he goes into that weird pattern. With that in mind, that's really the only thing you have to worry about, and he went down super quick. Oh, please, please, please! Oh my gosh, we got it.
Nice. Steam achievement.
The stupid freaking dragon's still here. Immediately right after that, we started working on the pillars. Oh my god, the worm. Pillar is down. With the Stardust Pillar down, I crafted the best summon weapon in the game. Yeah, thanks for the damaged Stardust Dragon you just gave me, bro. We then did the Solar one next because my friend was playing melee. And in between that, we redid the Pumpkin Moon as we didn't complete it last time, but this time we did. Nice. It was now time to do the other two pillars and summon in the Moon Lord. Except I lied to you, and it was actually time to fight Duke Fishron real quick as we realized we hadn't killed him yet.
He's here.
All you gotta worry about with Duke Fishron is to be super quick, as he's a really fast boss and he hits like a truck. Obviously, I didn't learn that because I died, but my friend was able to lock in and kill him.
Oh my god, 2 achievements.
Of course, opening my treasure bag, I got nothing. And I got... Now it was time to clear out the last pillar, which my friend did himself, getting us the achievement and spawning in the Moon Lord in a minute. As always though, we suck and died. We then took a little bit of time to farm a really good setup for my friend that focused around a lot of defense. All we had to farm up was 3 paladin shields, which I got back to back. And I got another shield.
Is that another paladin shield? It is. None of that matters though, because we finally got a blood moon, and we've been waiting on this forever.
What you doing, bro? I don't care what you.
Now you might be wondering why we are so excited about this. It's because that this blood moon is tied directly to 2 achievements, and we do not have that many left.
There he is. The Steam achievement.
Thankfully though, we didn't have to fight the lunatic cultists or do the pillars again. We could just craft the Moon Lord summon directly. With that one click of a button, the Moon Lord spawned in.
Shit.
Through this boss fight, since my friend was a complete tank, he would take all the damage for me as I was a glass cannon and would be trying my hardest to DPS. Obviously, I still suck at this game, and none of that mattered, and my friend absolutely carried this boss fight. I would love to show you guys more of the boss fight, but I spent the entire time dead. That's how hard my friend carried this.
Holy shit! We actually beat him.
Socket trick is so
Socket
thick, I took
trick.
no damage.
Dude, wow. That's Moon Lord done. Wait, that's 2 achievements right there.
Steam achievement.
That was easy. Like what? It was so easy, in fact. We killed him again.
Normally is.
I then took the time to gather up all the resources I need for the drill containment unit.
Drill containment unit. Boom!
And of course, the first thing I did was destroy the jungle.
I'm gonna delete everything.
Never minding that, we collected every sword for the Zenith. Boom. We only have 2 more achievements left, that being the Angular quest and purifying the entire world. We were going to save purifying the world for the very end, so that meant that I had to finish up the Angular quest. Now I would love to say that I suffered so much doing this, but honestly it wasn't that bad. I did a bunch of it throughout the playthrough and only had to clean up about 70 quests. And the best way I found to speed all that up is to just sleep in a bed.
Turn this in and get this achievement.
Maddie. Boom. Complete a total of 200 quests for the Angler. Yes, sir. That's it. Got it. I just gotta purify all the corruption stuff. And we're done. Start digging in your butt. We're now pretty much at the end of this playthrough. All this was digging a bunch of holes and then going back in them with the contaminator, purifying the entire world. Now this is pretty much the end of the video, as all this is just me digging and contaminating. Like I said, sorry this video took so long. I know I'm taking about a month in between each video, but these do take a lot of work. So thank you for anybody who got to this point. But for real though, you guys have heard way too much of me talking, so I am actually just gonna throw some music on, so enjoy this.
Steam achievement on the list. So you can see they're all filled out. It's real nice. Oh yeah. Just down a little faster because this takes forever. As you can see, it's all been gotten. Every achievement. Feels nice. Feels nice.